Hello everyone, DQ here, and today I have for you Medeco Biaxial, which was gifted to me by my friend Pigsmith. Thank you, Pigsmith. And it was a keyless Medeco Biaxial. And for those of you who don't know, the difference between the normal Medeco and the Biaxial is that the key pins, when they sit in the keyway, I will show you just in a moment, they could be it's not very easy to see, but they could be facing away from you or could be facing towards you. And as you can see, this one is facing away from the keyway, and this one is facing the other side. So this means that there are more combinations on the key and the rotation of the pins is a little bit harder. For this walk, as you can see, there are security drivers, which are just a little part of the protection. We have two mushrooms, which are actually pretty effective. They drop sometimes the standard pins if you don't have good tension control. But the secondary walking mechanism is what's important here. It's this sidebar, which actually interacts with the key pins. And if you're familiar with Medeco pins, you know what I'm talking about, but if you're not, I will do brief explanation. As you can see, there is a channel that runs through this key pin, and this is called a through gate. Next to it is a small serration. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it right here. This is the false gate. This catches the sidebar finger here. This is what interacts with the key pin, but it's not deep enough to retract the sidebar fully, which when it happens, the cylinder can rotate. So you need to get off those pins in the through gates by rotating them by either 20 degrees to the left, to the right, or you keep them centered. This one is centered. Oops. This one needs to be rotated, as you can see. And here is a little protrusion on this side, which interacts with little cutout here, which is made to ensure that the pins don't over rotate. This is for reliability of the walk, and it's basically so the key doesn't turn them upside down, and they need to only rotate to this 40-degree angle. And yeah, actually that's all there is to this walk. You can pick first the main stack if you want by tensioning clockwise, then the sidebar will start binding, or you can pick counterclockwise, which allows you to set the rotations first, and then after they are set you can pick the main stack, it will start binding. Here we have the housing. It has channel for the sidebar, 6 main pins, stacks. Here I showed you the chambers. Here we have anti-drill for the sidebar as well. And here's where the sidebar fingers go inside of the keyway. Let me just remove this spring so I don't lose it. It's very easy to lose. And as you can see, they need to go inside of the pins. Oh, also there is drill protection for the sidebar as well, which is pretty neat. And yeah, let me show you the pins. Through gates, false gates. Some of them have false gates and through gates, some of them don't. Here on mine, only this one doesn't have false gates. All the rest have at least one false gate. And yeah, for picking, I used this Jimmy Long's hook, the deepest one I believe it is. Sparrow's top of the keyway, and I used this rake to randomize the rotations of the pins. That's just how the rules are for picking Medecos. Yet alone a keyless one, because I don't have a key. And basically I went clockwise, which allowed me to set the main stack first. And what I'm looking for when a pin is binding, I push it until it either clicks or it becomes jiggly. And for the when you pick all the main stack pins, you get small false set. Then you need to make the clicky test, which is essentially when you apply tension and you move your pick up and back on the pin like this. And if the pin makes any sound, then it's not binding or it's in the correct rotation. If it's stiff, then you need to either rotate it to the left, to the right, you feel it. And yeah, as you can see how I'm rotating it by pulling or pushing on it. And yeah, that's the method. If it's clicky, you leave it. If it's stiff, you rotate it and repeat until the lock opens. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's get to picking. Okay, Medeco Biaxial is in place. Let's try to pick it. Clockwise tension. Okay, we'll reset. Okay, overset again. Okay, I think they are set to shear. Now I only need to rotate them. Okay, open. Oh, I'm very stupid because I had to keep it open. Okay. Let's pick it again in that case. Okay. I forgot that it's keyless and I have to pick it to get it. It's not big deal, of course. Okay. Let me grab my tweezers. We have the sidebar here, which actually Rain told me that it's a Medeco M3 sidebar, which is interesting. Here are the fingers, springs, sidebar groove. Camera really doesn't want to focus. Okay. Okay, let's take out the key pins. Here is the core. You can see the pin rotation blocker here. Channel for the sidebar, anti-drill, and yeah, we have anti-drill here for the sidebar as well. Okay, drivers. As you can see, there are balanced pin stacks. And the last one is mushroom. Springs all the same. And yeah, this is Medeco Biaxial 6-pin picked. Here the pins close up. As you can see, they have false gates as well. Yeah, I think every single one of them has false gates, except this one. Oh yeah, just this one doesn't have false gate. So yeah, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and bye bye.